Marc Cucurella is out for between 3 to 4 weeks with a suspected hamstring injury, or it's a hamstring injury. We don't exactly know. In this video, I'll be going over what we've heard so far about Cucurella's injury. This has not necessarily been confirmed by the top sources or the club or anyone like that. We have heard we've seen the quotes from Liam Rosenior where he does say that Cucurella has an hamstring problem, but they haven't actually told us exactly how long it's going to be. It's only today where we have started hearing that he will be out for 3 to 4 weeks. But in the meantime, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's actually get into it. Now, 4 hours ago, we got the tweet from Chelsea Dodgers saying sources close to Marc Cucurella say the hamstring injury will keep him out between 3 to 4 weeks. And then we also have, if I quickly go to my bookmarks, to Pies' tweet, and we scroll down, he also tweets the same thing. So he essentially will be missing the Burnley, Arsenal, and Aston Villa game. It's a shame he's missing the Arsenal game. And the only reason I say that is because he usually has a lot of fun against Bukayo Saka if he plays. Putting that aside, though, this is also something that Rosenior has said 22 hours ago. So that's probably when he done his post-match conference. Cucurella is not fit. There is an issue with his hamstring. I can't give you a time frame at the moment. So at the moment we don't necessarily have a time frame, which I know you can say, look, I don't know, why are you making this video? Why is it you are coming out with this information at this time? And it's because we did kind of suspect the fact that he may have been injured, especially with the amount of starts that um Joro Hato's been having. Now, he's someone that has slowly, progressively over the season, has been a bit more comfortable, has been improving. He doesn't necessarily have the games that he had against, Karabakh and stuff like that. So he has actually improved, which is good to see. Obviously, he also played against Hull yesterday. So it's good to see him get minutes. Good to see that he's also understanding what the manager wants him to do. And yeah, he's essentially our only cover at left back. So hopefully he stays fit until Cucurella's fit, so we do have the depth and stuff like that. But yeah, he's the only player that we have in the team at this moment that can play left back. And it's good that we have someone of the level of Jaro Hato because if Cucurella's injured, then if you don't have someone of the level, of course, look, Jaro Hato has not been nowhere near Cucurella's level, but he's still a good backup to have in the team. He's shown that he's very good defensively. He did score the goal also against, um, is it Charlton? So look, at the end of the day, we are gonna miss Cucurella. And to be fair, he's also had his fair share of not necessarily great games, but that sometimes comes with, you know, a new manager, a new system, having to adapt, understand, and also tiredness, man. He under Maresca, he was playing almost every game, and of course he had his moments, but it's not just him that we've been complaining about, fatigue or tiredness or not, whether it's physical or mental fatigue. Sometimes in football you can say you can be fit, but not necessarily there because you could be tired and still, you've played so much football, your concentration levels and sharpness isn't the same, even if you think your body feels sharp. So yeah, so some of these players have played a lot of games. Him, um, Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, and you can see with Caicedo at this moment in time as well that you can kind of see the he's not the same. He's not as sharp as he was before. Some of the tackles that he thinks he can make, he makes, and doesn't go the way it was going when he looked fully fit. Um, and like he did the Leeds game, what I mean? That's something sometimes he just makes easy recovery and it ends up going out. But he gave away a penalty for that one. Enzo Fernandez is someone we spoke about as well with, not necessarily looking good in midfield. But besides that, he's improved in recent times. We hope the same happens to Caicedo. But going back to Cucurella, yeah, I think he is gonna be a miss, man. Especially for um the Villa and also the Arsenal game for me. You know what I mean? And look, of course, I'm not necessarily looking past the other games that I mentioned earlier. Do you know what I mean? I'm not necessarily looking past those games because, of course, we still have to manage to find our way past, Burnley. We still have to manage to find our way past Arsenal and also Aston Villa. So I'm not necessarily looking past any of them. Arsenal is something that we are in this time in the season where we need the points to make sure we can solidify that top four position. When it comes to whether we're not in the title race or whether we are or not in the title race, at the end of the day, it's about the points. You know, what I mean, we need the 3 points, and we can start for Arsenal. You know, it's a benefit, 2-in-1. Going into the Villa, obviously, those are some of our challenges in the top four position at the moment. If we could get 3 points off them, that puts us in a better position. So, of course, Cucurella, one of the experienced players, one of those players that we need to have in the team, or we would like to have in the team. Obviously, we also had the addition of Son. He looked good against Hull, but hopefully, he's someone that can help us kind of turn our fortunes around in terms of what happens defensively. Um, but yeah, going back to Cucurella, hamstring injury, 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. And look, with the club right now, we're not always worried about players necessarily being rushed back and then maybe not being fit, because we know that in recent time we've seen that the team or the club make sure that the player is fully fit, fully fit until he plays, or at least gets a bit of minutes to kind of work the match fitness. So look, like I said, man, I'm happy in terms of that we do have Jaro Hato, but of course I've like the calf Cucurella there. um, his experience, especially in big games. I know that sometimes he gets away with, annoying certain players and doing certain things, but he's someone that does get into his winger's head sometimes, and it can help. Do you know what I mean? And anything we can get, man. We got that difficult running, and we want to make sure that we do get our points, win the games, and yeah, you never really got the games in between, but so far he's missing Burnley, Arsenal, and Aston Villa, and hopefully Jaro Hato can show what he can do, and the fact that we don't necessarily. I want to feel like I don't miss Cucurella when I'm playing Jaro Hato. That's just the position that I want to be in. So yeah, besides that, yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you tuned in all the way to here, like I said, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about the Cucurella injury. Do you think we'll end up missing him? Do you think we will? Do you think we'll end up missing him? Do you think it's gonna be a big loss, or do you think we'll kind of manage without him? You know what I mean? Let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, and also don't forget to hype the video. But other than that, big up to everyone, and yeah, I'm out.